Hey buddy, it's John, Old Man Outdoors. We're here right at the first part of December, out here at one of my favorite fishing places in the upper east side of Texas today. Water temperature is looking to be about 56 degrees. Air temperature is right around 60. Got a nice sunshiny bluebird day here in the upper east side of Texas. Gonna go after some brim and crappie and see what happens today. Y'all stick around. The bait of choice today is gonna be a panfish magnet. I think this color right here is called sowbelly, if memory serves me right. It's one of my favorites. We're gonna throw it in for the first cast and see what happens. By the way, I'm using a loop knot. I like to tie that loop knot. It's very easy to do, and it helps that little trout magnet or almost anything I'm fishing hang more horizontal. Let's go out and give her a first cast and see what happens. Whoa, what's happened here? Oh, I done forgot my fishing pole in the back. And I done caught my fishing pole. I caught her good too. Now, if truth be told, I have a bad right shoulder that is giving me fits. So if I look like I'm casting kind of goofy, that's because I'm casting kind of goofy. In fact, it's so goofy, it's not even coming off the line. There it goes. See if we can get a cast in here today. Got a little bit of wind today. Water temperature is about 2 feet. Not expecting a whole lot, especially up here in the shallows. Got a little wind. Wind's a little out of the south today. Just don't know what's going to happen. Well, let's see. Using, of course, my little pond prowler. The lake, somebody took the stick up, but the lake is not really rising a great deal. Not rising a great deal at all. Done got my fish bait kind of all cattywampus all up here. I hope this is not going to be one of those days where nothing works. But it is shaping up to be a possibility. I'll tell you, with a bad arm, casting is not what it needs to be. Let's try this way and see. It's just so pretty today, I wanted to get out and try a little bit of fishing. I'm going to try something different already. Because my shoulder hurts, I'm going to put a little light bobber. These things are almost weightless. I don't know what they're called. I think I read somewhere that they're something to do with fly fishing. I do fly fish a little bit, but I guarantee you I'm not a dyed-in-the-wool, real expensive fly fisher. My fly fishing setup consists of a little Mitchell $30 rod and reel. I'm just getting all hung up here today. Let's try that for size and see. I got a little light strike indicator with a hook sitting down about 18 inches. Now you can barely see that hook or that bobber. But sometimes that's just enough to let you know you're onto something. Whoop, I think maybe I got one. He took it. I didn't have slack out of my line. I did not have slack out of my line. My fault, my fault. Well, that was my fault 100%. Didn't have slack out of my line. And that's what you get for not paying attention. I should have reeled in a lot faster than what I did. Well, I'm sitting up here like a dummy. I'm sitting up here like a dummy. Not catching, not watching to do anything. I've got my mind on something else here instead of my cork. You know what I think we're going to do? Let's take the cork off and just throw a little. Maybe that'll be better. We'll see. Had a little nibble. He got my bait. But I was able to feel him anyway. We may have had a change of pattern here. We're going to float down here one more time along this bank. If I don't catch anything, we're going to say the skunk is all over the boat. Look yonder. I have finally got a fish. And I thought the skunk was all over the boat. Well, it almost was, but it wasn't. Let's take a look. Well, we're gonna say, well, we got a little long ear right there. Not the biggest thing in the world, but at least we caught something this afternoon. Let's put him back, let him keep growing. Man, I had to fish 2 hours. Let's see, I got an hour and 15 minutes before I caught my first fish today. That is not good. I think that crappie nibble helps out on these cold days or cool days like this, when those fish are kind of sluggish. Let me put another one on there. We'll just see what happens. Oh, got another one. There we go. Yep, they're not the biggest things in the world today, but we're gonna call them a fish. I get my rod down here so I can get it. Yep, another one. Oh, we're gonna call him about 5 or 6 inches long. Put him back. Again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Well, we'll put him back, let him grow up, see what happens. But at least we know that fish can bite. I'm using those crappie nibbles. And I think today they're kind of helping out. Or to be more specific, I'm using the crappie nibble with the little panfish magnet. Sow belly, I believe, is what this one's called. Now today I'm just drifting with the wind. The wind is probably about 3 or 4 miles an hour today. And I'm drifting. The water depth I'm in right now is about 7 feet, but I've been catching these things probably in 3 feet. And you can see there it's a little tiny. I'm actually throwing it towards a bank, a soft bottom bank, sandy bank, fairly flat, fairly clear. And actually the water clarity today is at least 3 foot. I think, as I said before, water temperature is around 56 degrees today. So the fish are going to be a little bit slow acting. And it's just hard for me, I'm just going to tell you, it's hard for me to figure out just exactly where these little brim are in November and December. You'd think they'd still be wanting to hunt a little warm spots up next to the bank. Then other wisdom says, well, they've kind of taken off down to a little deeper water. I just don't know. Well, I'm gonna call it a day. I did not see another boat down my way all day long. I did see a couple of them at the other end of the lake down there, or at least down around a bend. I saw them come down yonder. But I've not seen anybody. The boat dock where I'm at the ramp is completely empty. Just my little old Honda Element sitting up there. Caught 2 little fish. You know, you watch some of these videos out there, these fishing videos, and it just looks like they haul them off in a boat. And some of mine do too, because I can edit out all that dead time between catching fish. However, today, I'm gonna tell you, I've been out here for 2 hours and 34 minutes. I have caught 2 fish. They're not of any size. They were throwbacks, little dinks as some people call them. And but still, you get out here and enjoy myself. I just really enjoy the peace and quiet of fishing. And I found out the other day, even the average fisherman in a boat's going to burn somewhere between 150 and 200 calories. So I figure I can go home now and eat a couple of cookies because I'm not going to eat any fish today. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Join us back on the channel. If you've got a comment, put down below if you've got an idea how I might catch a few more brim in the middle of December. Or if you saw something that you'd like more information, comment down below. Appreciate you giving it a like. And stay tuned. We'll be doing more until we meet again. Y'all get out, get you a fishing pole, get you a hiking stick or something, and just get out and enjoy God's great outdoors. Until we meet again, this is John, Old Man Outdoors. We'll see you on the next video.